Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. So as you guys did see in Sun Up Thumbnail, I'm going to be going over all the body kit cars which we have currently in Java Empire. We have 27 body kit cars, and yeah, I'm going to be going over all of them. Now, if you guys look at my most popular video, I did this about 7 months ago, but a lot of things have changed. Some cars have gone like removed from the list, and some like new cars have gotten added with like, you know, new stock options and new body kits. So I thought I'd make an updated version. This could obviously keep changing, and it probably will keep changing, but maybe I'll make like an updated version every couple months or so if you guys want me to. But yeah, here's the updated version. Let's get into it. And yeah, so here we are at the dealership. It says all vehicles. Then we're gonna go over here to sort, and then we're gonna click body customization. As you guys can see, we have a total of 27 cars here. It does look kind of different from the last time because Nissan got removed, like the fake version of Nissan. So yeah, first we have the Koenigsegg Jesko as the first car. Now there's not really too much you can do to this, and right here when we click on appearance and we go over to stock options, you could either choose to add this livery or not add a livery at all. So yeah, that's basically the only change. Kind of adds like a stripes, like makes it look a little bit meaner. Like, you know, it's just kind of like a plain color like this. If you have it like this, then it adds stripes, whatever. And then yeah, that's basically the only option for the Koenigsegg Jesko. Moving on to the second car, we have this one right here. I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be. I think this might be a Ferrari or something. But for the body kits which we have on this car is we have a roof scoop right here, so you can add a roof scoop. I don't really think it changes. Oh, okay, yeah, right here it changes in the back. Okay, it actually looks pretty nice actually. And then spoilers. I don't even know how I have a spoiler to be honest, but like, yeah, as you guys can see, there's just a bunch of options. It depends how much you have unlocked, but there is a ton. So yeah, this Christmas tree one is pretty funny though, and the car is like basically levitating off the ground. But yeah, that's all the options for this car. Moving on to the third car, we have the 2022 Audi R8 Spider right here. Very clean car. Really nice to see like some more licensed models with, you know, body kits since the last time I did a video like this. So over here on stock options, so only thing you could do is change the seat. So let me go ahead and open this. Okay, you can kind of see like right here, like on the inside, it just makes it a little bit more sporty. Not really too big of a change, not really too noticeable, but yeah, you guys could see stock, and then the option one makes it a little bit more sporty, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Moving on for the fourth car, we have the 2015 McLaren 675 LT Coupe right here. Very clean car. Look at this. And for the body kits which you can do on this car, over here in appearance, we have actually like quite a few, not like a bad selective options. So first we have the bonnet, so you could either just, you know, have it stock or make it carbon like this. You could add the roof scoop right here, so you could change a different type of roof scoop. You can have a carbon one, a body color roof scoop, a carbon roof. Then spoilers, you could either have a stock spoiler or a carbon spoiler. Very nice touch. And then finally the fender vents. So what does that really change? I'm not completely sure. Okay, so if you were to have it stock, as you guys can see, it's normal, then boom, we could add kind of like these, makes it more aggressive, more aerodynamic, whatever. And yeah, that's kind of how it changes. So yeah, that's a pretty cool touch, and that is it for this car. Then we have the McLaren 765 LT Spider. Personally, one of my favorites like on this list. There's a good amount of options you could do to this. So a little extra about this car in appearance is that it has gradients. Now this is obviously not a body kit, but this is a really cool license option. So yeah, there's a bunch of gradients for this car. But now moving on to the stock options, we have pretty similar options to the last McLaren we just reviewed. So first spoiler, we have a stock, or you can make it carbon. The carbon's kind of like a little bit ruined at the moment, so yeah. Then we have bonnets, you could just make it stock, or you can make it carbon like so. Then exhaust, this is probably one of my favorite ones. They should add this to more cars, honestly. You could either make the exhaust stock, or you can make it titanium, which is a very nice feature. And then finally, we have a bunch of different seats. You could do, let me see if I can get like a good angle of this. Here we go. You could do comfort seats, you could do comfort seats Alcantara, P1 seats Alcantara, and then finally you could do the center seats. Really nice set of options here for this car, and that is it. Moving on to this car, we have the 1971 Shredder Torquettes. No clue what this car's supposed to be. I think somebody dropped it down below in the comments last time I did this, but I low-key forgot what this is. So what are the body kit options you could do on this? We have a bull bar right here. This is a really nice detail. Old car, classic. Then body kits, you could delete the roof. This is actually very unique. Or you could do a roll cage on it, which is actually very nice. Then we could do an extra wheel right here in the back. Really nice detail also. And then finally you could add a light bar right here at the top. And that is all the body kit options for the 1971 Shredder Torquettes. Moving on, we have some more licensed cars with body kits. So we have the 1996 Nissan Skyline GTR. There's a bunch of options. I've already gone through this in like separate videos, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail with it, but I'll just quickly go ahead and show you guys it real quick. So first we have roll cages. So you could add different types of roll cages. You have different side skirts, a bunch of different options you could do. Custom side skirts, 400R side skirt, carbon, low side, performance, a bunch of options. I believe there's over 110 plus body kit options for this car, so really nice. So then we have different LED options for the tail light. You could do stock, you could do constellation, starlight, you could do heart. Like, it's very unique customization for this. Then engine strut bar, we open it up. You could also change this. So this little strut bar right here, you could change how it looks. You can make it stock, street engine, whatever you decide. Then we have mirrors. You could do arrow to mirror, we could do arrow mirror, and then finally custom mirror. Then rear bumper right here, a bunch of options. You could do obviously do stock, custom, some more custom ones. Look at that, bro. That looks amazing. That's really nice. So many options. So you could go for whatever style you want. You could also go for a drag build if you really want. You could add parachute in the back. So yeah, literally anything that you want to do with this like build or whatever, you could basically do. Moving on, we have the spoilers, as you guys see right here. So there's a bunch. So yeah, there's just a stock one. Look at that. There is a lot. 400. This is personally my favorite right here. You have the out spoiler, you have the ducktail, lip, low spoiler, performance spoiler, stock spoiler, and finally the track spoiler. A bunch of different options for this also. Then we have body, which actually, you know, is like the actual body kit on the whole car. So you do a wide body, you can make it a track body, road body, wide out body, $400 body, and finally a $400 livery body, which is a really nice touch. Look at that, bro. That livery is really nice. It's glitching out a little bit at the moment. You can kind of see it better here. Look at that, bro. That's a very nice detail. That's supposed to be my favorite, and yeah, really nice. Moving on, we have front bumpers. So we have custom front bumper. Yeah, a bunch of options, which also matches the rear bumper. Look at that, bro. A lot of custom ones. You could pick from a lot of these, and yeah. Then we have engine manifolds. So look at that. You could change like what the actual engine inside the car looks like. So you can make it stock, you can make it a 400R, or you can match it with the paint of the outside of the car. Like, bro, this customization is actually like crazy. They did a really good job. Then we have intercoolers. You could just do stock, or you can make it like street like this. So yeah, that's kind of the difference. Kind of a nice little touch, nothing too crazy. Then moving on, we have the exhaust. So you could do stock, you could do the catback exhaust, performance exhaust, and probably my favorite one, the titanium exhaust. Really nice. Then we have some different hoods. So we have the custom hood 2, custom hood 3, a bunch of these 400R lip, performance, and finally the track hood. So yeah, a bunch of different options for that also. And then we have headlights. So this is really nice. You could also customize this a good amount also. So yeah, you could just black them out, you can make them drag, you can make them LEDs. So you could change it up a lot and get like really like creative with it. Then we have the misc. This is a really nice feature, really unique also. So stock, it says skyline here. You can make it carbon, you can make it contrast, or you can make it arrow. So yeah, you can change that little like thing right here between the headlights and stuff. So that's really nice. And finally, for the last option which we have on this is the different roofs. So different roofs. We have the rack, we have fins, box roof, street roof, spoiler roof, and finally the banner roof. So yeah, really nice. And that is it for the options on this car. Then for the 8th car, we have the 2011 Nissan GTR. This one also has a bunch of body kits which are pretty similar, so I don't think I'm gonna go over like all of them, but we have some different side skirts options, different body kits. So racing body, rally body, time attack, wide body, bunch of different options like that. We have different roofs, custom roofs, fin roofs. You could do anything, pretty similar to the other Nissan which I just showed you guys. Then we have diffusers, which I believe is right here in the back. Yeah, you could change it, make it more aggressive. You can make it like drag, which is really nice. Custom, look at that, bro. Out DBA diffuser painted. I don't even know what these mean, but some of these are really cool. Racing diffuser. And we have some different spoilers for this. You can make it drag, custom spoiler. Yeah, you could add just a huge wing, bro. Yeah, this wing is insane. Like, yo, you get out of out spoiler, drag spoiler, as I just showed you guys, duck tip, lip spoiler, racing spoiler, and then finally the time attack spoiler. Like this is crazy. Like, this is actually insane. Then moving on, we have different tail lights. So I believe these are right here. So you can make them whatever custom. You can do custom tail light 4 and then heart tail light. So yeah, they're really nice. And then moving on, we have hoods. So you do a bunch of different hoods. I'm just gonna skip through these a little bit. Really nice. Look at that, bro. Yeah, there's a bunch of options. You can go for whatever you want. Rally, you can make it more sporty, aggressive. Then we have steering wheel, which is actually really nice touch. So for the steering wheels, you can make it stock, you could add an out steering wheel, flat steering wheel, or you can make it performance. Look at that, bro. Look how nice that is. So like performance steering wheel adds all this carbon and stuff. That's really nice. And then we have different roll cages. Obviously stock, there's none. You could add a racing roll cage, you could add a half roll cage, or a full roll cage. Then we have the headlights, different options for the headlights, custom, stock, custom headlights, a bunch of options for these. You could go for whatever you want. Then we have splitters. So obviously this changes right here on the side, kind of how the car looks. Really nice. There's a bunch of different options. You can't really tell too much of the differences. Oh, it's right here in the front, my bad. So you can go for whatever you want, make it more aggressive, or you know, whatever as you wish. And then for the final option, I believe we have the engine strut bar right here. So look at that. Not the engine, you could actually change the engine. So I think it's called the engine shroud, whatever. Look at that, bro. What? Look at all these options. So you could literally do whatever you want, which is this looks crazy. This is really good customization, and this is all licensed, which is insane. So yeah, that is it for the Nissan GTR. Moving on, we have the McLaren P1, as you guys see right here. Looks really nice. So for the body kit options which we have on this car right here, stock options, you could also do gradients to this, by the way, if you guys are wondering. But stock options, you can only do one thing, and you could just kind of change the exhaust. So you could either make it stock or black exhaust. I do kind of understand why there isn't really body kits on this, because we would probably get a P1 GT or a P1 GTR if they wanted to add like a body kit version of this. So yeah, I mean, this is really nice detail. I think the black exhaust tip actually does make it look better. So yeah, kind of like a small little detail which you could do. And yeah, that is it for this car. Then we have the 2017 McLaren 720S Coupe. There's a bunch of like McLarens on this list with the body kit options, because yeah, I mean, when we got them initially in the game, the 17 McLaren update, they just have a bunch of stock options. So we have trim. So I think this changes inside. Look at that. So you can make it luxury, or you can make it performance. That's actually really nice. Then spoilers, you could just make it carbon. You could make it stock, carbon. They really need to fix the carbon on this. It doesn't really like look like it too much. Then you could do different carbon packs, so you can kind of see it changes it a little bit on the outside. Different carbon packs, look at that. Kind of changes over here, the mirrors, kind of like how everything looks on the outside. Then we have bonnets. You could just, you know, do stock, or you could do a carbon one. And then finally change the roof, so you could just make it stock, or you could add a carbon roof. So the carbon on this is kind of messed up, as you guys see. It doesn't really match with like down here, but hopefully it fits that soon. And that is all the options for this car. Then we have the Kronos Rift COD 385. I'm not even sure completely what this is supposed to be, but for the body kit options which we have on this car, we have a carbon hood, so you could do a carbon fiber hood. Doesn't really exactly look like carbon fiber, kind of just looks like a dark carbon fiber. I mean, I guess it is carbon fiber, I don't know. Then spoilers, you could add a ducktail to it, pretty nice option. And then finally you could just go full wide body, which actually looks pretty nice. Full wide body here, pretty nice. Makes it kind of like a lowrider. And yeah, that is it for this car. Then we have the 1999 TVR Sabera. These TVRs on the list, you know, there's a bunch of TVRs which actually have body customization. I already went through this before, but I'm just gonna go through them. Different side skirts, look at that, carbon side skirt. Then we have exhaust, look at that, look how you could change it. You could change like how many you want, how it actually looks. You can get really creative with it. We have different mirrors, you could just do stock, or you could do wide mirrors like this. We have different splitters, so I think this changes it, yep, right here, so you can make it more aggressive. Look at that, bro. There's a lot of good options for this. You can make it like carbon, you could extend it, you can literally do whatever you want for this. And different spoilers, we have the trunk wing, extended roof spoiler, cigars type spoiler. We have ducktail, LM style swing, carbon wing. Look at that, a lot of options. Tail lights right here in the back, you could change them a lot, so you could just make them like this, or you can make them stock, whatever you want to do. Look at that, you can just completely change the look of the car, like really like unique customization. Then we have front bumpers right here. You could do OEM front, custom, you could do whatever you want. A bunch of options for that. Then we have different roofs, you could just add a roof vent, you can add a roof dot if you want. Then we have different headlights, so you could add different headlights. That's kind of ugly, that does not look good, but you could do whatever you want, pick from these different options. And then we got rear bumpers, so a bunch of different options for this. Yeah, you could just change how the car looks completely, make it like racy, sporty, whatever as you wish. And then finally for the last body kit option which we have on this car is different hoods. So custom hood, you could add different hoods, LM, add carbon fiber, make it stock, whatever you want. And yeah, that is it for all the options. Really nice body kit options for this car. And that is it for the 1999 TVR Sabera. Then for the next car, we have the TVR Cigars. We have different gradients. You could do gradients on this car too, so if you want to do that, you could do some different gradients. I think these are robots though, so it kind of sucks, but these are pretty similar to like the other ones I just showed you. So side skirts, you can kind of see it changes it. I don't even know why I opened the door. We have different rear bumpers, as you guys see, so you could, whoa, that's, yeah, you can completely change it up. Spoilers, different spoilers, you could add a mini wing, you could add a high spoiler, big wing, whatever you want to do. We have different tail lights, so you can just completely change this, make it more like LED really. Then front bumpers, we have, look at that, a bunch of different options. This is actually really nice. I like how the license plate is on the front too. That's actually really nice. Racing, front bumper. Then we have the wide body. Look at that. Changes, oh, if it could load, there we go. Changes the whole like body of the car. Look at that. Then we have different roofs. You could add roof scoop, you can like split it, you could add another roof scoop, different type of roof scoops pretty much. Then headlights right here, you can change how they look. You could blacken them out kind of, add some carbon fiber. Yeah, you could just completely change how it looks. And then finally we have different hoods, so kind of the same as the last TVR. Look at this one, bro. You could just expose the engine in the middle. Look at that. That is insane. You could do custom hoods, plain hood, carbon, single vent, pins, custom hood, OEM. Yeah, a bunch of different options for this. And yeah, that is it for the TVR Cigars. Then moving on, we have some more McLarens. We have the 2023 McLaren Arturo right here. So for the body kit options which we have on this car right here, we have different roofs. We actually have quite a bit. You can make it gloss black. That's interesting. Different exhaust. You can make it stock, or you can make it stealth, so just basically black it out basically. We have different mirrors. You could just add stock obviously, or you can make it gloss black. That's actually a really nice touch. Different seats, so you can either make them like kind of like, I don't even know what you would call them. I mean, they're just stock, or you can make them club sport, which is kind of like more like sporty, I'd say. Then we have spoilers, make it carbon or make it stock. And then finally we have different fender vents. So first we have stock, we have this, you can just kind of like match it with like the mirrors if you wanted to. And then carbon fender vent. So yeah, that is it for the McLaren Arturo. Then we have the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. This is a really nice one. And for the body kit options which we have on this car, the stock options, we have different mirrors, so you could do exterior color mirrors, rubber carbon mirrors. That's really nice. Then we have different rear bumpers, so I believe you could just take out the logo for some reason. I don't know why, but if you don't want the GT3 RS logo, you can just take it off. Then headlights right here, you can make them stock obviously. You could do LED black headlights, matrix design headlights. That's a really cool like looking thing. Looks very high quality. And then finally, if you don't want this decal right here, you could just, you know, take it off like so. And yeah, there's all the options for the 911 GT3 RS. Then moving on, we have the McLaren 765 LT Coupe version right here. For body kit options on this car, you could also do gradients. You could do gradients if you want to, but you could do stock options. So you could add different seats. Look at that. That looks really, really nice. Let me see if I can get, there we go. P1 seats, center seats. Look at that. You can go for whatever you want. Then for spoilers, you can obviously make it stock or carbon. Carbon is still messed up on like most of these McLarens, sadly. You could add a roll cage right here if you guys wanted to. Right here, a roll cage in the back. For exhaust, you can make it stock, obviously, or titanium, which is a really nice touch because it's matching with my paint at the moment. Then we have different roof scoops right here. So you can kind of like add a roof scoop right here, carbon right there. And then finally, you can change the hood, the bonnet, whatever you want to call it. You can make it stock or make it carbon like so. And yeah, that is all the options. It's pretty similar to the other 765 LT. And yeah, moving on, we have the 2027 Strider BH. No clue what this car is, but the body kit options which you have on this car is you could just, yeah, stock, or you can just make it wide body, which this looks insane. I'm actually go ahead and install it. Look at that, bro. So yeah, that's basically it. You could just make it stock or look crazy wide body SUV. This looks insane. And yeah, that is it for this car. Then we have the 2019 McLaren 600 LT Coupe right here. Or stock options or body kits, whatever you want to call them. You can do different hoods. Obviously, you can make it carbon like so, make it stock or carbon. You could add a different roof. So look at that. You could just black it out. You could add kind of like a carbon one with a roof scoop. And then finally, you could just do this, which is basically just full carbon. And finally, you could change different seats. You could do comfort or center seats, or obviously the stock ones. So yeah, that is all the options for this car. Then we have another McLaren, and it's the 2018 McLaren Senna. Look at this, bro. This looks amazing. And for the body kit options on this car, we actually have some pretty unique ones. So first, we have interior carbon. Look at that. So you could change the carbon on the inside of the car. Like, that's actually crazy. You can make them different colors as you wish. Then different interior trims, which I think, what does it really change? I don't really see what it changes too much. Yeah, I'm not completely sure what it changes, like an interior trim. I can kind of makes like a different carbon. I'm not completely sure about this one. Then spoilers, you could do either stock or you could add like a little S right here, which is a very, very nice touch. And then finally, probably the coolest one is exterior carbon. So you could do gloss carbon, green tinted carbon, brown tinted, purple tinted, blue front VCF, full VCF. So you can make this whole thing carbon. So you could like honestly play around and pick whatever spec you like and just make it whatever you want. So yeah, that is all the body kit options for the McLaren Senna. Then we have the McLaren 600 LT Spider version right here. So for the body kit options which we have on this car, so it's pretty simple. You can do a colored roof or just stock like this, which is painted black pretty much. And you could just change the hood. It's obviously stock like this, or you could just make it carbon like pretty much all the other McLarens. And yeah, that is it for this car. Then moving on, we have the 1991 Tanaka Tote. Pretty funny car here. So as you guys see, I already have like a kind of a build on this. So yeah, a bunch of like different options that you could do for this. So body kits. First, you could add a roll cage right here, which is right here in the back. You could do like different body kits. So open canopy, enclosed cabin, apocalypse kit right here. Different roofs right here. So look at that. You could add like a more like a light bar, whatever you want to do. Different spoilers. Look at that. I already have the large spoiler on, small spoiler. Then finally we have a light bar. So you could just do stock, or you could add a big light bar right here, apocalypse light bar. And yeah, that is all the options for this car. Then moving on, we have the McLaren 750S Spider right here. And on this car, the options for the body kits are, you could also do gradients if you wanted to. So different gradients, whatever. And stock options, we actually have quite a few. You could do stock or carbon hood, obviously. Rear bumper. So look at that. You can make this carbon. I think this looks pretty ugly in my opinion, just because the carbon is very, very messed up on the game. But you could do that if you really wanted to. Pretty unique. You could add carbon spoiler. You could do exterior trim, so you can make it stock, or you can make it gloss black. So I'm not really sure like how that changes it. Oh yeah, it kind of changes the material here. Yeah, you could see like, yeah, you can make it like this, which is carbon fiber, I believe, or you could just make it gloss black. Then you could do different headlights. So you could do stock, you do gloss black headlights, or body color headlights. And then finally, you could change the options for seats. You could do comfort seats, racing seats, or lightweight carbon. So yeah, that is it for this car. Then we have another McLaren. It is the McLaren Elva. So sadly, this car isn't like exactly on sale or whatever. It isn't a car pack, but I'm pretty sure the only option you could do for this is you could either do stock or you could do windshield. So yeah, I mean, the windshield looks kind of goofy in my opinion, but if you really wanted it to, it is an option there. So you could either have it stock, or you could add a windshield to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this car. Then we have the 2003 Nissan 350Z, another Nissan on the list right here. And for the body kit options you could do on this car, you could just do either this. So you can make it stock, or you can add like an OEM body. So yeah, you can make it kind of normal or kind of crazy like this, as you guys see. Then we have another McLaren. A lot of McLarens on the list. I believe this is the McLaren GT right here. For body kit options on this car, you could actually do quite a few. Well, actually not that much. So you could do window trim. So you can kind of change how the window is. I don't really know. It's kind of ugly stock. I do think like the gloss black looks better in my opinion. Or you could change the interior trim. So you could do full color carbon or two-tone kind of like interior. And yeah, there's all the options for the McLaren GT. Then for the second to last car, we have the 2027 Valor East D. Not completely sure what this car is supposed to be. Oh, I think this might be like an Acura or something. So for the body kit options on this car, what you could do a carbon hood, so carbon fiber hood, or you could change up the spoiler. So whatever you want to pick from, Christmas tree. You could do a bunch of these, like, yeah. Whatever you have kind of unlocked really, or yeah, these are just kind of the stock ones, classic ones, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the options on this car. And then finally on the list, we have the TVR Subaru Speed 12. You do a different front bumper. different side skirts, as you guys see here. Look at that. Very, very nice detail. You can do different doors production. You could do different trunks. That's really, really unique. So trunk right here, racing. Then you could do different hoods. You could do stock, production, or BFV, looking crazy. Then you could do different rear bumpers right here. You could do plain, production. Then we got spoilers, a bunch of different options for this. Ducktail, paintable, whatever, like, you know, what you want to go for. Racing, carbon ducktail. And then finally, for the options on this car, we have tail lights. So I believe this is right here in the back. You can make it stock, or you can just make it like this, which is like matches the body color or whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it for all the body kit on sale cars in Java Empire. I know I might have missed a few. I think there was one collection car and one limited, but I think I went over most of them. I'm kind of just going off like what the dealership says. I think I got most of them. I probably like missed a few because I didn't notice or whatever, or it's not listed in dealership. So sorry about that if I did miss any, but let me know down below in the comments which is your favorite body kit car. We have different Nissans, different TVRs. We have some like, you know, unlicensed ones. We have different McLarens, whatever. Let me know down below in the comments what is your favorite body kit car. And yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody, and bye.